Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski and welcome to another episode of How'd She Do That? And today I'm going to show you how to make this great folded circle flower. It's quite easy to do. It's got a little bit of dimension here. So let's get started. Okay, so the circle that I'm using is from this die. This is the Circles number 2 die, and I'm using the largest circle here. I've started with 2 3/4 inch paper, and actually I'm using the holly berry paper, and I've picked out 2 patterns, and I have 2 squares of each of these, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut those into circles. And then for behind my flower, I have this scallop. This is the scallop number 2 die, and I'm using the larger one, and this is real red. Okay, so I've started folding my circles, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fold them in half, and then fold them in half again. All right, we're just kind of getting quarter size ones here. And do that again with this. Okay, so for the flower, you can see that I've used the 2 patterns and I've alternated them on here. So I have them kind of ready to go here in that same sort of thing. It really doesn't matter which one you start with, but I'm going to start with this one, and remember I had you fold it in quarters, but the reason for that is just to find a quadrant here, is the 1/4 of it, and I've already added adhesive to the entire piece here. What you're going to do is, I like to use this as a guide to where to put my next one. So I'm just going to lay that on top of it, press it down, and I'm going to turn it, and we're going to use this corner here as the area that we're going to put the adhesive in. And I'm taking the opposite pattern, and I'm going to line that up in that corner. Okay. And then we're going to do this one. This is the last one I just attached. We're going to just put the adhesive here. Okay. And we'll do the same thing. We'll line this up in that same area. Okay. Now you're going to have a piece that just needs to like tuck underneath here, just like, you know, when you're folding a cardboard box. So we'll put some adhesive here to make that one stick. Oh, just ran out of snail. There you go. And we're ready to add a little decoration to the center. Okay, so I'm using the boho blossom punch to add a little decoration to the center of the flower. And this is wild wasabi for the larger one, and the smaller one is done in real red. What you want to do is put a little adhesive. I just put just a dab there, and I'm going to put the red on. And this is just to make it stay while I'm adding the brad. And for now, I'm just going to poke a hole in here. Okay. And then I'm going to leave it on the poker. And let's come in here a little bit. And then I can see my center a little bit with this on here like that. I poke it all the way through, push my flower in, and put my brad in. And then I know I have it nice and centered. Okay, so I flipped this over, and I'm going to just add some adhesive to put it on my real red scallop. Just center that right in there. And then we'll flip it over and add some dimensionals. And that. Alright, so for the greeting, I'm just going to share a tip. This, first of all, comes from the Many Merry Messages, and if you're watching this right now, until November 30th, 2011, this is on sale. Woohoo! 50% off. That's a huge bargain. So be sure to get yourself one if you don't already have one. I have used, this is the Season's Greeting down here. I've already pre-stamped this in red, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through the embossing folder so that my greeting hangs out here. So you can come in and see that a little bit. So there you go. So that's my tip on that. We're just going to partial emboss that. And then you're ready to put your card together, add your fun little element of the circle flower, and that makes a beautiful greeting card, doesn't it? So Merry Christmas, and I hope you stop by again at DOstampingwithDawn.com.